Netflix has released an incredible animated short from Illumination called Sing Thriller, and the coolest thing about it is all the awesome references included. But did you notice all the amazing hidden details in this sensational animation? Sing Thriller is a clear homage to Michael Jackson's most famous music video. It's hard to choose because he was one of the greatest musicians in history, with so many other hits. The main references to the singer are easy to spot. The short's title is Thriller, and it's the song they sing throughout the animation, not to mention the presence of zombies, which are also one of the original clip's most important features. Plus, we can see that Ash, the porcupine singer, is wearing a red jacket practically identical to Michael Jackson's in the original video. But, of course, there's so much more than that. Do you want to find out the 13 Easter eggs and details no one noticed in Sing Thriller? Then get ready for another Cinewave video. Like other Illumination works, Sing Thriller includes a funny opening featuring the minions from Despicable Me. As in the two Sing movies, the opening involves the minions singing the studio's name, Illumination. The difference, which makes this opening even funnier, is that one of the minions is completely disinterested and refuses to sing. When pressured by his friends, he simply starts gargling the drink he was holding in front of them. But the real Easter egg in this opening is something you'll only notice if you pay close attention. The drink that Minion is sipping is the same supernatural liquid that, throughout the short, transforms characters into zombies with colorful eyes. Even so, the Minion drank it without any side effects, as if he's immune. We've mentioned in other channel videos that minions might have come from outer space, so could this mysterious substance come from the same planet as them? That would be incredibly interesting, don't you agree? Right after the introduction, we see the short's logo. And yes, the logo also holds a reference. It's nearly identical to the Thriller music video logo, which, as we've already said, is the main inspiration for this fantastic Halloween special. The difference is in the details. While Michael Jackson's video logo looks like it was made with blood, the short's logo is the same color as that mysterious liquid that turns people into zombies. Of course, the main reason for this is that the short was made for kids, while the original video didn't shy away from scaring people. After all, the zombies in the music video are pretty creepy, and the transformation scene where Michael Jackson becomes a monster can give anyone nightmares. After the opening, the movie starts with that classic horror background music, and the first thing we see is a bunch of colorful squids with fangs and bow ties. This is a funny reference to one of the most classic characters in horror books and movies, the frightening vampire from Transylvania. This reference makes a lot of sense since, if you think about it, you'll remember that our beloved Dracula is a character in a classic film made by Universal, the company that owns Illumination, which makes the movies in this franchise. So, we'll see another reference to a Universal horror classic during this short, but there's a curious Easter egg in the short that has nothing to do with horror movies or music. Instead, it relates to one of the funniest characters in the franchise, Mike the Mouse. His appearance here is impressive because he didn't appear in Sing 2, which led many to speculate that he might have lost his life to the Bear Gang from the first Sing movie. But here, we see that's far from the case. Mike is alive and well and has come with his girlfriend to watch the new musical created by the other singers. Fans who spotted the mischievous mouse in the crowd were surely surprised, and those who missed it will catch it now, thanks to this video. Our theory for the character's absence is that both Mike and his girlfriend may have left town to avoid the Bear Gang from Sing 1, so they only recently returned after realizing they're safe. Does this theory make sense, or do you have a better explanation? If so, share it in the comments. I'm sure all Sing fans want to know the truth behind Mike's mysterious reappearance. Maybe it will be explained in the third movie coming in 2025. If you're a big fan of Sing and excited to watch the third production in the franchise, start commenting below with #music. The short really begins when the Halloween musical put on by Sing's main characters actually starts. The musical story kicks off similarly to the Thriller music video itself, where a car stops in the forest. The big difference is that in the Sing version, the girl in the car, played by Mina, is completely alone, unlike the original where she's accompanied by her boyfriend, Michael Jackson himself. Still, there's another nod here that shows Mina's character is meant to represent the girl in Michael Jackson's song. They're both wearing pink. Sure, Mina wears this outfit in Sing 2, but choosing her for this role with her pink hoodie was definitely intentional. In the next scene, the ground opens up and Mina's character is surrounded by zombies, all set to Thriller just like the music video. But there's a small yet important twist. These creatures are actually monstrous vegetables acting like zombies rather than typical undead. This was done to make the musical scene funnier, but it also seems like a reference to a popular game franchise called Plants vs. Zombies, where players use various special plants to defend their garden against a zombie army. In the short though, these monsters are both plants and zombies. It's like a fusion of the characters we see in those games. To escape the plants, Mina runs into a massive Gothic castle, but once inside, she stumbles upon an old laboratory where she finds Gunther playing a kind of monstrous carrot. The stitches on the carrot and the whole lab setting are a big nod to another universal horror classic, Frankenstein, the famous story where a mad scientist called Frankenstein stitches together parts of deceased people to create a monstrous being. In this musical, the Frankenstein monster is this carrot played by Gunther, while the other plants are other experiments. To make the reference even clearer, Ash and Johnny appear as two scientists, obviously representing Frankenstein. But the horror references don't stop there. Mina's character is placed inside a machine that's meant to transform her into a plant monster, and this strange device is likely to spark memories for older viewers of this animation. Aside from the Frankenstein homage, the machine also nods to one of the creepiest and most memorable movies of the 80s, The Fly, where a scientist testing a teleportation device accidentally fuses with a fly, slowly turning into a man-insect. The machine in the short looks a lot like the teleportation device in The Fly, even functioning similarly. We see that in the musical's lab, there are various vegetables scattered around. The machine ends up merging Mina with a vegetable, turning her into a monstrous plant like the other victims of the two scientists. The transformation process is quite similar to The Fly's protagonist's change, wouldn't you say? Another cool detail is that the similarities between the short and Michael Jackson's video even extend to how the story is told. In the opening of Sing Short, we see a horror musical, while in Thriller's opening scene, we watch a horror movie, and in both, the real supernatural events only start when they show real life, where the main characters leave the show they were watching and head out into the city. If you want to keep watching videos about today's coolest animations, it's simple, just hit the subscribe button. Agreed? In both cases, real zombies appear and start singing Thriller, doing the same amazing dance moves. This is definitely the short's main reference to the original song. The difference again is that the monsters in the Sing Short aren't quite as scary, they're just our favorite singing animals and other characters with no visible changes, aside from everyone having brightly colored eyes, like the goo that turned them this way. Although the animation focuses on zombies, another memorable monster makes an appearance, though it's brief, lasting only a few seconds near the end. This monster is the Kraken, a massive octopus from Legends, said to live in the ocean and destroy any ships that pass near it. Only the monster's tentacles appear in the short, attacking Buster and Miss Crawley when they least expect it. I think everyone watching the short probably jumped at this moment as the Kraken just appeared out of nowhere. Even the ending of this animation is really similar to the ending of Michael Jackson's Thriller video. Just like in Thriller, everyone gets infected except for Buster and Miss Crawley, who try to flee from the huge zombie horde. But then, they're hit by the Kraken's giant tentacle, and that's when Buster wakes up. It was all just a dream after he hit his head at the beginning of the short. In reality, Buster and his friends hadn't even left the theater. This scene is almost exactly from Thriller, where Michael Jackson's girlfriend is chased by zombies, and just before being caught, she wakes up at home with her boyfriend. And in the end, just when Buster thinks it was only a dream, Miss Crawley looks at the camera with glowing eyes, revealing that everything that happened was somehow real. And yes, this eerie ending happens in Thriller too, but instead of Miss Crawley doing it, it's Michael Jackson. The sinister laugh in the background is the same as well, except in Sing, it's Ray, the snail, who does the laughing. Illumination definitely went all out on the Halloween special, packing it with awesome Easter eggs. We've left 2 more fun videos on your screen for you to keep watching. Just click one of them. You'll love it, I'm sure. Thanks, and see you next time!